Hi, I'm Ethan Campbell, and I'm here today to talk with you about one of my biggest frustrations with not owning my personal power, not recognizing my power. And that is, years ago, I used to absolutely go crazy when somebody would point out to me that I had a positive impact in some way. I would get acknowledged for some contribution that I had made, something along those lines. And it was because I didn't see myself as being able to have any kind of positive impact in any way at all. I had terrible self-image. So I have kind of a funny, not darkly funny story about this from years ago when I was in a band. I had been having issues for a few months. It affected my playing. I wasn't at my best, and the band was not as good as it would have been if I had been at the top of my game. And one day, eventually, I started to pull out of it. The relationship was over, or whatever was bugging me was in the past. And my bass player came over to me and said, "Hey, it's great that you're feeling better, happier, and it's showing up in your playing, and the band is better on account of that. It's really great." And I completely lost it. I was a lunatic. I ripped into him almost. I mean, I was just very irritated and agitated. Well, what do you mean? This is like, my attitude was, what's the problem with this band? That this band needs me to make it okay, right? I mean, that was literally the way I was thinking. It was nuts. And I spent about 5 minutes bending my friend's ear about this, and being really upset. I mean, I was obnoxious, but I was upset. Like, really, something was wrong. It felt like something was wrong to me. And my friend finally had enough, and he walked away. A few days later, finally dawned on me that I was out of my mind. And next time we talked, or next time we had band practice, I went over to him and I said, "Hey, I'm really sorry for my outburst the other day. I was totally nuts. I was totally out of control." And he, I think he accepted my apology, or at least he tried to. I mean, if I had been him, I don't know what I would have done. But so that was my solution for power getting out of control, or me getting out of control around my relationship to my own power. And that is, if I do something to upset somebody, apologize. And I have found that people love it when someone takes the time and has the generosity of spirit to come back and say, "Hey, I was wrong," or "I really made a mistake," or "I'm really sorry if what I did affected you in an unpleasant way." So it takes practice, but when you become somebody who can apologize for anything that you do that you don't feel good about, you're a lot freer. And once you've done that, no matter what the other person says back to you, and let me tell you, it's usually a very positive response that comes back. Even if it doesn't turn out that way, you've done the best that you can, as an imperfect human being, to make it right from whatever it was that you did that was out of line. So that's my tip for today. Apologize. And I would just like to invite you to, if you like this, to click like below, or subscribe to my channel, and keep looking at this space for stuff that's going to show up in the future, probably mostly around the theme of personal power and responsibility and self-confidence, those kinds of things. So I thank you for being.